Favorite game?
I'm gonna have to go with World of Warcraft, considering I was addicted to it for 9 months.
Well, I like the BioShock series a lot.
Probably be Shadow of the Colossus.
The latest one that I have a kind of obsession with or loved a lot is called BioShock.
My favorite game has to be The Legend of Dragoon, or Legend of the Dragoon, depending. The box art was really weird.
Big fan of the Sonic series, and I've also been a big fan of the Pokemon series since it came out.
Favorite game probably would be Darksiders.
No, unfortunately I have no tattoos yet. And I say yet because I plan on getting some.
No, I don't have any gaming-related tattoos. I've seen a lot of them out there. A lot of them are pretty neat. I mean, take some real dedication to whatever game you have that's going to be on you for the rest of your life and everything like that.
No, and probably not.
I've never actually been into the whole thing. I just think about when I get older and I had to explain to kids what a Triforce is, and I'm just like,
absolutely not. I love it. I just don't want the mommy.
I don't have any gaming-related tattoos, and I really don't think I want any just because it seems kind of silly, like flavor of the month game, and next month later you don't want the Bayonetta tattoo anymore.
I know I want to get a Sonic head from the classic Sonic games.
I'm interested in getting a tattoo, just not of a video game, because it's kind of like a passing thing, so.
I kind of thought for a little while maybe getting one about my favorite game. I have a Stephen King tattoo that I got for his book, so I can't really talk down about gaming tattoos because commitment is evidently a big part of it.
I don't really think I'd be considered a fanboy. I don't have the complete and epic devotion that a lot of people do. Like, if I got close to fanboyism, it would kind of be for Atlas, but that's just because I buy their stuff, like anything else.
I don't really consider myself a fanboy. I have friends that are fanboys, and whenever, one of my friends, Final Fantasy VII fanboy, whenever something comes out, Final Fantasy VII related, he has to get on me on AIM, or on the phone, or in the car, or something. He's just like, oh my god, it's Final Fantasy VII stuff! Advent Children, uncut! And, yeah, I don't think I go in that category.
Yeah. Back when the Pokemon games came out,
A fanboy? I used to be.
I picked up all the figures for it, all the games. I even went and got the Beckett magazines.
Not really. I like my video games, but I'm not obsessed.
Plushies. I think there was even a costume involved. Not for me, though.
Depends on what it is. Really depends, because I have taste.
So yeah, I think I'd consider myself a fanboy.
It depends on what I'm fangirling. Nathan Fillion, yes. I started watching Castle purely because he was on the show, and I actually enjoy it. Yeah. Okay, we'll just yeah.
Well, I guess yeah, because me and my roommate get in really heated arguments because he has a PS3 and I have an Xbox 360, and those are like the two really. We don't consider the Wii in the running. We just argue that. Like, and we get really, really heated sometimes. It's kind of scary.
Hey Paisanos, welcome to the Super Awesome Sauce Super Show. I'm your host Nathan Earl, and with me as always is
Robert Stobie.
Today we're going to be talking about gaming culture, which is a very interesting topic. First off, we'll dive right into it and discuss what our favorite games are. Stobie, you want to field this one?
I have two favorite games. I'm a Genesis kid, so I'm big on Genesis games. I have Sonic and Knuckles is my favorite game from the past, and it's because I could plug the other Sonic cartridges into it, and I could play as my favorite character, Knuckles, instead of having to play as Sonic. And my brother would always kind of play Tails because it was kind of his thing. I don't know. Apparently he thought he could get more tail as Tails. Moving on, my favorite game right now is the BioShock series. Yeah, I went to the midnight release, which is where my poster came from. I have the special edition and everything else. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from. You know, I'm a classy character with my telekinesis and my shotgun.
Nice,
so.
nice.
What's your favorites?
My favorite, favorites, most recent has to be Psychonauts. Great story, wacky characters, great gameplay. You're a psychic. And my favorite all-time video game, the one that is that I identify with video games, is Zelda: Ocarina of Time. First one I played, first one I beat. Great game. And I guess it's a good jumping off point from our favorite games to the sort of obsessive behavior that can come from video games. And I think it's good to discuss whether or not we're fanboys. Because I know there's a large social stigma that goes along with it, but there's also, I feel, no way to get around it.
It's a huge culture, really.
Yeah.
Just there's different types of culture, you know, through fanboys. There's people who are clearly obsessed with different games, and they'll dress up as their favorite characters and stuff.
Yeah, it's cosplay, I hear.
Exactly. Do you consider yourself as a fanboy, or?
Oh, I'm definitely a fanboy. There's no doubt about it. I'll sit down in my mom's basement and waste the day playing D&D. But am I a video game fanboy? That's more difficult to discuss. But I'd have to say that, yeah, for certain video games, I'm definitely a fanboy. Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Psychonauts, Henry Hatsworth, all video games that I'm obsessive with, that I'll discuss the mythos of and the logistics of within the game, which is always, I feel, endemic of being a fanboy, whether or not you'll discuss the fictional world that you've developed yourself in. How about you, Robert? Do you think you're a fanboy?
You know, it's really, really tough for me to consider whether I am or am not a fanboy. I personally don't feel I'm a fanboy because, you know, I love BioShock. I'll talk about it every day of the week. You know, if you really wanted me to, I might get bored with it after a while, but most likely not. But, you know, I'm not going to go walking down the hall in like a Big Daddy suit anytime soon. So personally, I really don't feel that I'm a fanboy. You know, to kind of go along with, you know, fanboyism, there's tons of people who are mad obsessed and get to the point, you know, they really go all out and they start to tattoo themselves, don't they?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's one of the big things that goes into gaming culture is body modification. That's one of the signs that you're a fanboy. Other signs are, you know, you play dress up, you have online blogs about the game, stuff like that. But one of the most extreme things to do is body modification, I feel. Now, I know through our interviews we only found one person who was really willing to do a tattoo of I think it was Sonic, actually, on themselves. Have a little power-up extra life symbol right on their bicep. But I feel like I've seen so many various tattoos of video games that it's definitely something that's rash and like flash in the pan. So it's a weird thing to have. Let's just wrap up with this final question. Do you think you would ever get a video game tattoo?
You know, I might go for it, but I'm just waiting for everything to kind of be over with my life. I kind of want to go for the Jack Ryan chains on my wrists, you know.
Oh, yeah.
A man chooses, but a slave obeys, as they say in the game. Spoiler alert, you know. But that's kind of where I'm going from it. So
if I ever got drunk enough, I might go for the Triforce right on my wrist. Either get power or wisdom. I couldn't do the link, but I could definitely rock the Ganondorf symbol. So just for everyone here at Team Awesomesauce, I guess the thought of the day is a man chooses, but a slave obeys. Good night.